Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm very good, thank you. Okay, great. My name is Heather. I'm going to interview you today. I see that your name is Hatice, but do you go by Kübra?
Kübra, it's good.
Kübra's good. Okay, great.
Yes.
I'll put a note there. All right. So don't be nervous. I'm just going to ask you some questions to get to know you and then talk about the position that you're most interested in. I see that you are interested in cashiering.
Yes.
So we have two different departments that do cashiering. So I'll get to know you and then we'll talk about those two positions, okay?
Okay.
All right. So where and what are you studying at your university?
Okay, my university is Istanbul Esenyurt University. This is my last year. My department is child development.
What was your department?
Child development.
Oh, okay, child development. Okay,
Yes.
great. And have you ever been to the United States before?
Yes, I have been in Los Angeles 2 years ago, and I worked as a cashier in Six Flags. So this has been so good experience for me.
Okay, great. So you've already worked in the United States. So why do you want to come back to the United States to do work and travel again?
Because I want to improve my English, and I want to improve my career. I want to MS degree at Istanbul University after my graduate. And English so important for language for me and for my career. So I really want to professional learn English, and I want to meet different cultures. Friends, because I like to meet friends.
Okay, great. Sorry, I have a kitten.
Oh.
Really likes attention. Great. All right. And are there any cities or states that you really want to visit this time? You've already visited Los Angeles, so is there any other part of the United States that you want to visit and travel to?
Actually, I really want to see New York City, because the last my travel I couldn't go in there, but I really wonder about New York City's weather, and I want to see Times Square, and I want to travel Florida or Washington. I saw just Los Angeles and Las Vegas. That's not enough for me, because I like to travel everywhere.
Okay, great. Awesome. And what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is reading book. I really like to reading book, and I play instrument, and I do exercise. I cooking food for peoples. Yes, that's all.
Okay, great. Awesome. So your English is fantastic. So
Oh, thank you.
I'm not worried about that at all. So we have so for the cashiering positions, we have cashiers in food and beverage, and then we also have cashiers in our admissions department. So does one of those sound better to you than the other, cashiering in food and beverage or being a cashier in our admissions department?
Actually, it's not important for me. Just I want to work food places, because I worked as a food places as a waitress, and I know about how can I food. For example, burger place, pizza place, ice cream place. That's all good for me.
Okay, great. So your English is fantastic, so I know that
Thank you.
Giacomo would love to have you as a cashier in food and beverage. So we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, even if 95% of the days during the summer you are a cashier, everyone in food and beverage goes through Serve Safe training, and this is once you get to the United States. We teach you how to properly cook and handle all of the food that we have here at the park so that you don't make yourself or our guests sick. And then for cashiers, we obviously teach you how to use our computer system as well as U.S. money, but you've already been a cashier in the United States,
Yes,
so
I
you
know.
are already familiar with that. So our cashiers are obviously talking with all of the guests, putting their orders into the computer, scanning any discounts that they have or coupons or meal deals, and then handling the cash and credit card transactions. At some of our food stands, you may also, be scooping the ice cream or making the sundaes if it's an easy item like that. But if it's the burger place or the pizza place or anything that's really complicated with a lot of food items, the cashier is just cashiering. The only thing that they would maybe do is help get drinks. But other than that, the runners and the cooks will handle everything food related in those bigger food stands. But at the smaller ones, you may, scoop the ice cream, make the sundae, and then also be the cashier. So you do get to do both sides of that in the smaller restaurants. The pay for the position is $10 an hour. We don't pay overtime because we're a seasonal business, but we also won't stop you from working more than 40 hours a week. So if you would like to work like 45 hours a week with us and not get a second job, that's okay. It will just always be at the $10 an hour. But with that being said, for scheduling wise, with COVID, we're not really sure what the demand is going to be and how busy we're going to be. So we are planning to be closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So you would work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9:30 a.m. until park close, which is usually 6:30 or 7. So if getting a second job to you is important, we plan on being closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which makes it very easy to get a second job for scheduling. If we're very busy, and I think we probably will be because I think people are going to want to get out and do things, we may decide to go to being closed only one day a week. But we would let everyone know that beforehand because we know people are going to get second jobs, but that is a possibility. But for sure, it'll be 5 days a week, about 9:30 a.m. until park close, typically 6:30 or 7.
Okay.
Any questions on that, or does that part all sound clear?
Yes, that's clear.
That all sounds clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. And then the other thing I like to talk about is housing, because I know that that's important. For housing, we have housing for everyone that we hire. It is $60 a week with a $200 deposit. If you stay until your end date, don't damage the housing, leave it clean, we will give you $150 back before you start to travel. It is a brand new dorm. It just finished being built in June of 2020, so it's very new. In a non-COVID year, we would have 4 people per room, but because of COVID, we're going to do 2 to 3 people per room. Everyone has their own bed, a closet that can lock so you can keep your stuff safe, a desk, refrigerator, microwave, and bathroom within your room, so you're only sharing a room or a bathroom with your roommates. On the first floor, we have community kitchens for you to be able to cook meals. There's also tables down there to eat at. There is a laundry room on the first floor, and there's also a community room with TVs and big flat screen TVs to be able to hang out, watch TV. And then right next door, we built a cafeteria that will serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You do have to pay for meals there, but they will be very cheap. And then we also built a convenience store that has all of the necessities. So if you just need some toothpaste and rice, you can get that from the convenience store instead of having to go to Walmart or the grocery store for just a few basic items. And the best part is that it's located on property, so you don't need to bike or get a taxi to and from work. It's about a 1-minute walk to the park.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, it's very nice. And our town is pretty small, so anywhere you need to go, you can bike or walk. But we do have multiple taxi companies